dark. There you go. This is where I'm working in Atlanta, Georgia right now. But guess what? I'm here and it turns out this place is haunted. And people that run the place, the one specific piece, are asking me if I will investigate tonight. And so I'm going to, because, you know, that's what I do. Calling it Puritan Mill, because that's what it is. And we'll see. So I'm going to get more gear. I mean, I'm here working, but I'm also getting more gear to investigate. So let's go off and do that.
Before the time of Puritan Mill existed, this land was once used as plantations that housed slave workers. Atlanta was established in 1837 at the intersection of two railroad lines, and the city rose from the ashes of the Civil War to become a national center of commerce. Most of Atlanta was burned during the Civil War, depleting the city of a large stock of its historic architecture. Gone with the Wind, written by Margaret Mitchell, is a story based on Atlanta during the American Civil War. The film of this novel debuted in Atlanta in 1939. During the 1960s, Atlanta was a major organizing center of the civil rights movement.
Friendly guy saying goodbye to me. Nice loft, huh?
Puritan Chemical Company, sometimes called Puritan Soap Company. The property is where soap and other cleaning products were made. Built in 1921, Morris Abelman, founder of Puritan Mill, was a Jewish immigrant from Lithuania who rose from peddler to manufacturer. During the last years of his life, he was diagnosed with dementia and lived his last days in a sanitarium until his death in 1958 at the age of 74. Puritan soap and other cleaning products were manufactured and stored in the building until they were shipped on the neighboring Atlanta Coastline Railroad. This site served as the Atlanta headquarters for the Puritan Chemical Company until 1996. In 2000, the location was purchased by a company to be restored and converted into a mixed-use facility. Atlanta has her share of ghost stories and hauntings. The Native American, early settlers, Old World Americans of Southern hospitality, African Americans that were treated as slave workers, Civil War soldiers, and for my investigation, possible employees of the one-time Puritan Mill Company added into the mix.
And let's see if we can capture something over here. Alright, so time check is 8 o'clock. Just after 8 o'clock, 8 p.m., April 7th, Monday, and we're in Atlanta, Georgia. This building is a part of something called Puritan Mill. Puritan Products, it's an old company, I believe. It's been around a long time. And this is part of their building at one time. So anybody want to speak up, please do so. People have heard you before, and I just heard something. Is that somebody trying to speak to me? Over here, this door makes a sound when you open and close it. It's an alarm for security, letting you know somebody's come in or left. They've heard this before. People have been here, that work here. And there will be nobody here other than them that came in or left when they checked. They didn't look outside, nobody there. Looked around the corridor outside this door here, of this portion of the building, nobody there. Also, the spirit that follows Jen around, who works here. If you're here right now, it seems that you follow Jen home or follow her around and like to look out for her, which is great. But if you're here, because it seems like it's from here that you came originally. I'm hearing noises in the other room right now, in Jen's office as I say that. And in that office is where there's a wall that's an original part of the building still. A bunch of noises going on in there. It could be like energy within that wall, like a haunted object would be. So it seems like part of this wall in this room too, on this side, is original too. Our test cam has been turned on. Right here. If anything's around Jen's desk area, I'm filming right now, and if you want to move something or make some sound, please do so. I can hopefully record it. Also got a recorder for audio, and I got that little camera right there picking up around her desk area.
My static camera captures the outer door to this section of this building opening and closing on its own. I was in the back area of the suite, and there was only a woman working inside the building across from this one.
I just heard that. I heard a door out there. This camera's coming back on, but I heard a banging door. Like a door just being closed and bouncing. These cameras would have picked that up. Is somebody in here, like a security guy? I know across the street. There's somebody still in the other building there, portion, but there is nobody in here. I heard that door bang. Some door around here was like banged and bounced. It was like boom. That one is working, I don't know, across the street, but I don't think that would affect that sound that I heard was too loud. I just heard that. I'm doing a little EMF sweeping in this place. It says 1.5 milligauss. It'd be less than that. Maybe okay. Holy cow, that was very loud. Somebody there? What the heck? It says 1.5 milligauss. Holy cow, that was very loud. Somebody there? What the heck? Why did my camera fall? Scared the living Jesus out of me. You okay, camera?
Okay, so you can say the camera just fell over on tripod due to how it was balanced and should be ruled out as a natural cause condition. Perhaps so. However, there is no drafts or open windows, and this camera and tripod was set up in the center of the hallway. Also, there was another metallic sound after the fall that was not from the camera or tripod, as I will show by repeating the clips here.
Holy cow, that was. Holy cow, that was. Holy cow, that was. Holy cow, that was. So far, it's pretty much even the 1.5, the lowest end of the milligauss. Oh, here we go. We got two. A little action here. A little bit of emotes, tapping into the third a little. Just around here. Just in this area here. Dissipates. When I go up towards the window in this area, I can get up to possibly like 3 lights going on. So I just did a sweep pretty much of the EMF. I'm going to do it in this area now, but everywhere else in here, it's pretty flat. Got a little more, I mean up to almost 3 in the front entranceway by that one window where the sofa is. If you move it up towards the windows, you'll get 2, starts moving into the third, like 2.5 milligauss. All the equipment in the network closet there, I put this right against the network equipment. In certain parts, it's going to set it up all the way to the 20 plus milligauss range beyond. So that's kind of expected though. All right, EMF, you're done. Unfortunately, treated horrendously here. I heard that bang. I think that was, again, some machinery from the kitchen. So if that's you trying to interact with me, again, if you want to tell me your story, I'm willing to listen. I'd like to hear what you have to say. Things have changed in this country, and I like to think for the better over the years, over the centuries. There was somebody outside. I just saw it through the window that was walking that way. It could be security, it could be somebody leaving from one of the other buildings that was working late. We have, in this day and age, 2014, a president we've had for a few years. His name is Barack Obama, and he is considered a man of dark skin, and so times have changed drastically to have a president who's considered of dark skin. And I just saw someone walk by again. You know, it looks almost like a dark, shadowy figure walking outside. It goes really fast. It just blares through. I'm gonna have to go look out there now because that could be something else other than a regular person. Maybe I've got somebody's attention bringing this up about slavery. All right, so let me go walk over there and look. I don't know if you've been hearing me from back there, but I don't know if you even picked up anything from the window. There's just been some dark figure I saw a couple of times, just once this way, once the other way, really fast. I'm looking out here, there was nobody out there. So who was that, or what was that? Is that actually a person? Or was that an entity outside, some spirit? A dark, shadowy figure, very dark, and a lot of mass, because I could see it. It filled the area it was in. It wasn't like see-through. There's a chance I got on my paraspectrum. I hope so, that mass that moved across. There's nobody out there. What was that?
So I was able to capture what appears to be the top of someone's head moving to the back towards the parking lot. It is the only thing I capture on the 2 cameras pointing towards the windows, and the figure only shows up in one window. Why not the other window to the left? It should have swept across there first. And my paraspectrum in Jen's office captured nothing, which is where the figure would have swept Past next. Strange.
Resident was considered of dark skin, and I just saw someone walk by again. You know, it looks almost like a dark, shadowy figure walking outside. So I'm not filming in the intern offices or Jean-Cier's. Ooh, there was like a flash of light just now around me. That was weird. And I know that was picked up on this, so I'll have to see what that was. If it was interference in me moving or something else. Because I don't think I can recreate that now. This is Is there any spirits that reside in this area of the building? Can you say the name of anybody that works in this here? There's two specific women that work here all the time. Okay, take out the Faraday tape. Please acknowledge who you are by saying your name. See if I can get a better view into Jen's office here. Ooh, my fingers. It's like something is touching my hands. Whoa, I feel it very strong. Both my hands. It's like something is holding my hands right now. Are you holding my hands? I'm just holding my hands up in case you see it on film. Something is touching my hands. Who are you? I feel you. And it doesn't feel bad. It's pulsating. There's a warmth to it. A gentleness too, but you seem like someone who has just this nice energy about you, and you're sharing your blessed warmth and lovingness with me. I feel it. Thank you. It's a definite cool personal experience here. Ooh, that was interesting. That guy just put out his energy was totally flat to the guy. Just put out. Please, Spirit, speak up. Show yourself. This wall of graffiti. This wall of graffiti. Unfortunately, I have not heard this door make that sound yet of going off. Because that is one of the claims here. Let me see if I'm not going to try to debunk it, but I want to see if I do it myself, what happens. I'm not opening it because I locked it, but just jiggling it hard. No, I'm pulling it hard. It's it's not going to set it off, so that's interesting to know. Here it goes. Ready? That's the sound. I did it again when I closed it. So I did it once for me opening it, once for me closing it. That's what they've heard. Yeah, the other business, it's called over here. And here's, and then there's other stuff going back in here. We've got vending machines right over here making all that noise. Notice like this wall here, again, old wall structure. Here this is concrete and metal on this side here. So I'll give you a little taste of that. So let's go to this side for a sec. Yeah, less contamination right here. I heard something back in the door here. Could be somebody in there, but maybe not. It's hard to say. I don't know if security working tonight here. Oh, I hear noises over here too, other than the machines. Pacing movement. It's a little creepy.
The next piece of evidence is visually compelling. My static infrared camera in Jen's office captures an apparition outside from the window that peers out from a window in the back of the building across the inner side street. It peers out quickly and disappears as quickly as it appeared when it moves back in where it peered out from. There is nowhere for this figure to hide behind. Very strange, very eerie. I am convinced there are spirits moving about the whole fortress of what is the Puritan Mill buildings. Remember, this was once plantation land that housed slave workers.
Alright, so I'm going to do that session with the... I heard that. Hello? I'm starting to hear sounds in here. They're good.
Ooh, I look tired.
If you'd like to acknowledge me, I do this investigative paranormal stuff all the time, all over the place. I reside in Long Island, New York. I do most of my stuff there. Ooh. Okay, thank you. You see that? So somebody's acknowledging me. I do deal with spirit a lot, so thank you for acknowledging that who I am, James, and maybe you're somebody who knows me already. We're just acknowledging that I do this and that I do try to communicate. Can you turn that light off now, that flashlight? Can you try to turn that off? Just as you turned it on? Try real hard. I can see you. It looks like you're trying to turn it off. Keep going. Yeah, it's a lot of work, but you know, doing this is a lot of work. See? Yeah, it's a lot of work, I know. Not easy to do. That's it. It's a wrap. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so we want to talk a little bit about experiences you're having.
Puritan Mill. Puritan Mill.
Yeah,
Puritan
Mill.
And it looks like over here you've got some weird stuff going inside the suite.
Yes.
But I bet you it's in other parts of these buildings too, I'm sure. So I just wanted to hear like some of the stuff that's happening since you've worked here, and maybe stories you've heard about the previous owner that had some stuff happen. So let's start off with maybe John Sear, because John Sear, you said there was a previous owner here that had told you some stuff about, you know, paranormal nature type activity in history.
So one of my former co-workers, she was basically saying that this land used to be a plantation, and that there were slaves. She believed that there were like old slaves haunting the property. And so sometimes she would be in the office and she would hear the door go off and the alarm system, and no one would be there. And I've experienced that before with the door alarm going off and no one's outside. So it's a little weird.
So Jen, what about you? Now you've had some really unique stuff with a spirit, actually, it seems, here.
Yes, I went to go speak to a spiritual guidance type of life coach, and during my meeting with him, he let me know that I had a spirit with me by the name of Alma, who used to be a slave, which was very interesting.
I'd say so. Now, things that you were told about Alma, you know, interacting with you or doing things or telling you things, what kind of stuff have you heard?
It was just more about that because my first question was she here for a negative reason, or is she here to help me? Basically what they just said is that actually she was trying to teach me how to cook, because I'm sure that she's over me and she sees me every day at work and I order in. I'm definitely not the cooker.
As far as last night, I did hear sounds that seemed to come from your office. So I think you mentioned about that wall in there. That's like an older wall from the original building here.
Yeah, I know it was part of the original structure of the building, and they just kind of added on to it.
And the property was built in 1921.
This building was built in 1920? Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah.
And that's when Puritan was here. It was kind of interesting. But the wall, like even behind you, that looks like almost old, like the one in your office, but maybe not.
I think it is. It's connected all the way through, and I think the whole side they managed to save.
Okay, so it's just like front part right here, and that's where all the activity happened, strangely enough. I can't wait to see this dark figure that moved to and fro above you with the window is outside there, but there was nobody there.
In the daytime, I think I'm gonna try, some of the things that we kind of went over about just kind of walking there and having like a conversation and setting boundaries.
And this hallway out here.
It's creepy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely is.
Yeah.
I feel something out there, especially when I was there last night. But like I said, the one door, and just to keep in mind, by the vending machine, the back part right there, not all the way at the end, I heard like scratching kind of movement right at the door it must have been from the other side, because I was facing, looking at it, there's nobody there. And I said, is somebody there? And nobody said anything. And actually it stopped. It went like dead silent at that point. So it was kind of weird.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I was there for a little bit. So that point.
And you know what? It's weird because I feel safe, being here. I don't feel like I would see anything spooky, hopefully.
Yeah.
But you get kind of an eerie feeling here. Like, it's something.
There's something going on.
Something is here.
Some type of energy.
Yeah.
I'll put some narration later.
Okay.
And I find a little more history about the place. But all right, that's good.
Hey.
I think it's a wrap.
Yeah,
Cool
perfect.
beans.
Thank you. Narration later.
Okay.
Narration later.
Okay.
Narration later.
Okay.
Narration later.
Okay.
There's something going on.
Something is here. Here.
This is James Edward Garcia, My Haunted Diary, signing off for the evening. I'll see you on the next investigation.
And no sleep, of course. It's not orbs, it's not bugs, but it's a shitload of dust.